Senator the Honourable Paula Gopee-Scoon, Minister of Trade and Industry, continues to lead the charge of facilitating the diversification of the local economy as several world ambassadors make their courtesy calls to the new minister at her Port of Spain office. A courtesy call from His Excellency Paulo Sergio Trabalho Bossi, Ambassador of Brazil, saw Senator the Honourable Paula Gopee-Scoon call for commitment from both countries to build on its already stable relationship. His Excellency Bossi noted that Brazil had a lot to offer Trinidad and Tobago and suggested both countries' trade promotion agencies get better affiliated with each other to create new opportunities. His Excellency Fernando Schmidt, Ambassador of Chile, discussed three main areas with the Honourable Minister of Trade and Industry, namely a partial scope agreement between the two countries, maritime, aviation, ICT, tourism and energy sector investment opportunities, and global value chain proposition. Let us work together to forge new paths. These were the words of Senator the Honourable Paula Gopee-Scoon to the audience at the American Business Outreach Reception hosted by Ms. Margaret Diop, charged the affairs of the United States of America, during her courtesy call to the Minister of Trade and Investment. Ms. Margaret Diop stated that there was a keen interest from the United States on how Trinidad and Tobago plans to pursue its diversification agenda. Expressing China's commitment to improving its relationship with Trinidad and Tobago and its willingness to assist in the areas of agriculture, financial services, and tourism was His Excellency Huang Jingyang, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, who noted the long and valued liaison between the two nations. Focusing on the potential trade opportunities between both nations, Senator the Honourable Paula Gopee-Scoon hosted Her Excellency Carmen Gabriela Mendez, Ambassador of Panama, where she spoke of improving the levels of trade between Panama and Trinidad and Tobago. Senator the Honourable Paula Gopee-Scoon met with representatives from the Central American Integration System, who all agreed that member governments should seize the opportunities provided to do something together and strengthen ties within Trinidad and Tobago. During his courtesy call to the Minister of Trade and Industry, His Excellency Jaime Acosta Carvajal, Ambassador of the Republic of Colombia, recommended that both Trinidad and Tobago and Colombia explore the possibilities of expanding trade in the areas of food, finance, construction, and pharmaceuticals, while ensuring that the relationship goes from strength to strength. Senator the Honourable Paula Gopee-Scoon gave her commitment to identify areas of cooperation in trade between Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago during a meeting with His Excellency David Prendergast, High Commissioner for Jamaica. His Excellency David Prendergast stated that Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica needed to send a strong signal that both countries plan to work in unison with a strong and healthy relationship. In a productive meeting between the Minister of Trade and Industry and His Excellency Jose Maria Fernandez, López de Turizo, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Spain, discussions were held with respect to promoting mutual knowledge of both countries as the ambassador expressed his desire for Trinidad and Tobago to send a contingent of companies to explore trading opportunities in Spain. During their conversation, His Excellency Guillermo Vázquez Moreno, Ambassador of Cuba, spoke of the historically good trade relationship between Cuba and Trinidad and Tobago, while the Honourable Minister of Trade and Industry focused on the priority of establishing a line of credit for local exporters and improving the services through Trinidad and Tobago's Trade Facilitation Office in Cuba. Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany, Dr. Lutz H. Gorgens, noted that alongside current German investments, there still needed to be increased German investments in Trinidad and Tobago, a statement that Senator the Honourable Paula Gopee-Scoon welcomed. The final courtesy call saw His Excellency Tim Sue, High Commissioner for the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, visit the Minister of Trade and Industry at her office. Throughout the meeting, there was a call for greater trade relations between the two countries, where the Minister announced plans to improve the ease of doing business in Trinidad and Tobago, while ensuring that there was a continuous stream of skilled persons to operate in the MTI's highlighted sectors for diversification. Continuing meetings with the key stakeholders of the MTI, the Minister allowed for open communication and frank discussions on critical issues pertaining to the development of Trinidad and Tobago's economic environment. The Trinidad and Tobago Automotive Dealers Association and the Trinidad and Tobago Scrap Metal Dealers Association gave their suggestions on how the Ministry of Trade and Industry can better collaborate with private manufacturers and entrepreneurs. The Trinidad and Tobago Coalition of Services Industries Limited, TTCSI, emphasized the important role it played in developing the services sector and provided an overview of their current projects and initiatives. The World Bank Group's representatives met with Senator the Honourable Paula Gopee-Scoon, where they discussed their plans to introduce a secure transactions and collateral registry system in Trinidad and Tobago. The introduction of such a system would promote the ease of doing business in Trinidad and Tobago and has the full support of the Minister of Trade and Industry. The American Chamber of Commerce of Trinidad and Tobago, AmCham, and Microsoft Trinidad and Tobago spoke of increased collaborations with the MTI, with AmCham actively pursuing outbound trade missions to penetrate new markets and Microsoft seeking to expand its operations in Trinidad and Tobago. Senator the Honourable Paula Gopee-Scoon was also present at various ministerial speaking events, including the formal book launch of local businessman and father-son duo Bob and Rendra Gopee's Businessman's Accounting Companion, as well as attending a breakfast meeting with the Association of Female Executives of Trinidad and Tobago, where she applauded the group for hosting the event, which provided an insightful discussion on how female executives could maximize the benefits of the 2015-2016 budget, and noted the rarity in which specific focus is placed on the effects of public policy in women, who continue to shape the future of our country.